Who's doing intro? Me or you?
Yeah, go for it, dude. Yeah, sweet.
What? You want me to just do it like welcome back to the...
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like that?
A little more energy. Like, welcome back to the...
Okay, kind of like that. A little bit. So you do it kind of like...
I say we just roll into it.
Roll into
Ready?
it? Okay.
All right. Ready?
Just...
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the... I'm Josh. That's Sam.
It is. Still.
We're still. Sam's back from his trip. Invincible is out.
Nice and tan.
Yeah.
Nice and tan. I got the tan on the one side of the neck just from some sitting on the plane during the through the window.
Yeah, not from Florida. Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
I decided to go away at maybe the worst possible time in cinema.
Just the worst.
What a great vacation.
Good.
Worst time in movie news.
Was it a good trip?
It was such a good trip. It was a fun trip. It was a fun time.
Good.
You know, it's a testament to a good trip is how much you hate being back. And I'll say I don't hate being back home, but I hate being away from the weather that I was just subjected to for 5 days.
Very fair.
That's a tough thing to say goodbye to.
Yes,
Yeah.
Very fair. Usually I would let us get into it a little more, and I would ask you about your trip. But dude,
we don't have
busting
time.
at the seams today. There is too much going on. Too much. Hey. I think.
Want to roll right into it?
Yeah, I think we get right into the Invincible.
We got a lot of stuff.
I've been itching.
Yeah.
Because the second you left, the day you left was the day Invincible came out.
Yes.
And intentionally, you and I try not to talk to each other about stuff. So we've just been sitting on it, and I just no more.
Yeah.
Can't sit on it any longer. Can't wait later in the episode.
No.
Right into it now.
So we got Invincible talk. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer.
Because we missed it.
We missed it.
We saw the little tidbits. But
everybody's talked about it by now, but we haven't. Everybody's talked about it but us.
And the world stops until we talk about it.
That's exactly how it goes. And then we got all of our galactic transmissions. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have like 11 galactic transmissions to go.
But there's a lot of fun ones. They won't be long, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're gonna speed run them.
Yeah.
In the only way we know how, 30 minutes flat.
Speed run.
But the first 3 episodes of Invincible dropped last week. You and I have both watched them. We've reveled in them. We've basked in the light of the first 3 episodes of Invincible. Where are you at? Season 4, full swing of things. How you feeling? Do we do a rating or do we save that for
No rating. I learned my lesson after the Stranger Things thing.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
No more.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
Interesting.
I feel good.
Just good?
Yes, just good. I feel good. I think it's just natural. I think it's natural to feel the way I did. When you come out swinging so hard at the end of Season 3,
right.
It was the same way you felt the same way after Season 1, right?
Yeah.
You build it up so much that like when you pay off all those things, it's hard to immediately get right back into it without just dealing with the fallout of the situation, right?
Yeah.
So I love the darker tone. I love that we're getting to kind of see reestablishing the characters, just kind of getting to feel what the universe now is having to deal with, and then seeing what that new look Mark kind of is now that he's having to deal with everything that's happened. So I like that action. I think in some ways to certain people it felt underwhelming. I've seen that a little bit online because of the repetition of some of the villains and kind of the lack of a bigger feeling story. But I think it's because of what I said, and I also think it's just because it's hard to go right into another big thing after you just had it.
Sure.
So I think we're just slowly building the character of Mark, as well as doing the side stuff in episode 2, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I that's how I was feeling. I mean, I feel good with it. I don't feel worried or disappointed at all with it. I don't think I felt like it was like peak outside of some of 2. Episode 2 had some...
one of the best.
That's
absolutely one of the best episodes in the show's history.
Yeah. Can I add one last thing, and then I want you to get in?
Please.
I felt as though episode 1 I was happy with. Episode 2, I felt like it was okay, and then the ending was awesome.
Yeah.
Thought episode 2 was fantastic. The one I was disappointed on was episode 3. I felt like the episode was just not that good, and also when you're gonna drop 3 episodes right out rip, you kind of expect the last one to kind of leave you on like a holy cow.
Sure.
And it just didn't.
Well,
got
a little bit of a holy cow at the end. A little
yes.
post-credit holy cow.
That's very fair, very fair. But you know what I mean, as far as like the overarching story of it, not just what's going on in these characters' lives. I mean, I know that's huge, so don't get me wrong.
Now we know it's coming. If the moment where Nolan landed on Earth and he was there to confront Mark, and Debbie was in the house and the whole thing, if that had happened at the end instead of the reveal that we got, would you have felt better about episode 3 or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of move some stuff around a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I'm not saying that, but it wasn't something that blew me away.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's
Again, it's what you're talking about versus 8 out of 10 type of thing versus the 9.5-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good. It's great. But it's not like, holy cow, knock your socks off.
Sure.
Which is what we just had in season 3. So,
sure.
Anyway, what did you think?
Well, I'm
trying to be non-spoiler.
No, I appreciate that. I'm in an interesting position right now because I was not into Invincible during the first 3 seasons. Like, I hadn't watched it. And then last year, I got all caught up. Before we even knew we were doing the podcast, I got into Invincible. You showed it to me last, winter. So this is the first time I'm, watching it as it's rolling out. And it's a fun time. So I am trying to hold my applause to an extent until I figure out how much of my admiration for the season thus far is due just to the fact that I'm here to experience it as it's unfolding. I don't know how much of it is just the experience of watching Invincible as it's coming out. I'm having a blast, though. I'll tell you what. Already I like this more than season 2.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm with that.
I think it's the best the show has looked, from an animation standpoint.
Really?
Some of the shot, yeah. The final episode or 2 of season 3 was something else. But some of the shots here, we talked about it briefly off camera. But the moment where the plague hits and they're pulling the people out into space to just get all the sick people, the deceased people, the Viltrumites out into space and just kind of get them into the space vacuum and out of the planet. That shot where it's just it's like a sea of just bodies. What a cool shot. And it's not just the traditional Invincible animation where it just all looks like hand-drawn and it's not three-dimensional. It was layers of people. And just very cool how they animated it. And they've been doing that a couple times in this season so far. I saw the jokes people said about how when Eve dumps the coffee down the drain, it's there goes the animation budget or whatever. But I don't feel that way at all. I remember that scene happened early on in episode 1, and I was like, oh no, dude. I was like, is it really about to get bad already? And I didn't know how much levity there was to that comment. I was like, oh no. But I just think the season looks great. I love where the characters are headed. I love that even though the villains returning and sprouting up are repetitive, it's nothing we haven't seen. I like that it's pushing the protagonists in certain directions. The Guardians are kind of at odds with one another, and with Cecil still. Nobody trusts Cecil. Mark is getting pushed to the brink a little bit, where he's really trying to not be his dad, but also it's a part of him that he has to just accept. There's a lot going on. I don't mind Oliver in this season either.
Well, it's interesting because now he's following the line of being Mark early on.
Yeah.
Where last season he was season 1 Mark, and now he's
right.
season 2 Mark, where it's he's still finding that motivation, but now he's starting to be hit with the reality of what it actually means to be a superhero.
Yeah, right.
And it's so good.
Yeah. So all that to say,
his costume looks so sick.
Oh, it's awesome.
The red and black that they added.
And I loved the touch of him saying, I'm whatever he said, where he's talking about, he doesn't, he's not his dad, and it's his now. I thought that was awesome. I'll say I've never been so happy to not be versed in the source material of something I'm watching. I've never been so happy to just not know the text context, to just be watching the adaptation on screen. I just am so glad I don't know what happens in the comics, and I'm just able to enjoy it. And for some people, it's they couldn't watch the show until they caught up on the comics. I can't. I'm glad I don't know. I'm just having a blast watching it as it rolls out. But again, yeah. So I love it so far. I'm trying to figure out just how much of that is just the experience of watching Invincible, though,
right?
While it's actively being released, because I'm sure that plays into it. But I'm having a blast right now.
Yeah, I'm really glad you feel that way
dude,
about it, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's good. I feel 2 things that I'm going through, and then I'm going to go. I think we can jump, maybe talking a bit more open about what
let's
happened.
do it.
So hopefully, the other 2 things is, first off, maybe part of what threw me is I actually did. You talk about the source material. I don't know much of what happens in the comics.
Sure.
I did know the ending of episode 3. I knew about.
Is this a spoiler? Are we talking spoilers or no? Not yet.
Not yet. I'll say it in a second. But
You're talking the post-credit moment?
Yeah, I knew about that.
Okay.
So I had a feeling.
I had no idea.
I had a feeling last season when they first showed the thing, I was like, "Is that?" And then when they showed the trailer and I realized what was happening, I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Okay.
But anyway, so you kind of understand that. One of my favorite runs in the season of a 3-episode period was season 3. The first 3 episodes they dropped all together, similar to this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Awesome.
word. They were so good.
Yeah, they were great.
So I think part of me is just sitting there, and it was last year. Like, season 1 had a big gap between that and season 2, and then season 2 felt like it was solid, and you were just excited to have it back. So that when season 3 came out, it didn't matter when season 2 came out. You know what I'm saying? Of it feeling like it was worse or something.
Yeah.
Season 3 comes, and it was so good at the rip.
It's crazy.
That I feel like almost I was sitting there comparing my feelings toward how I felt there. And it's hard because of how it ended, like I said. So I'm not like upset at it. I want so badly to feel what I felt in season 3 again.
Yeah.
Because of how just crazy those first 3 episodes were. And I'm sure it'll get back there. And I'm not even saying that it wasn't that. I just didn't quite feel the same level of like knock my socks off type of thing as it.
Sure.
You know, but I still had fun. I mean, if I had to give a rating, I'd give it an 8.5.
Yeah, me too. I think
That's what
right.
I'm about to say. I mean, again, I don't want to be held to that, but
Yeah.
again, I think with the direction of, and this is public, but like with Thrag and everything else coming, I think it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to pick up.
Yeah. So
And I think that's the tricky nature of television. Because with movies, take Spider-Man, for example, each movie has to top the last. You have Toby, and it's very grounded. So with the Andrew movies, they want to dip into like the more fantastical Lizard, Electro, like the sci-fi-ish almost heroes and villains. And then with Tom, it's like you got each. So then the goal is with the MCU, how can we make the best of both? And so there's always like this like incentive to take from what came before, but also to like top it in a way. And now with like No Way Home, it's like, how do we top No Way Home? With something like TV, with like Invincible, it's like you have more room to flesh out the story to where it's like you're allowed to dip back down so that you can build back up to something else. It's tricky because that's the way it should be. Like I think I'd be exhausted if I just remained on that high that the end of season 3 gave us. On the other hand, it is that thing where it's like you can't help but go into the start of the season with that expectation like set at the top, because that's just the quality of the show you just consumed, you know. I know exactly what you're saying, but yeah, I have no doubt it'll pick back up.
For sure.
And it'll all tie together, and I just hope we get the Viltrum war soon, because we've been teasing it for so long. But yeah.
Yes.
I don't know when it happens in the comics. I don't know if you do, but I'm hoping it's soon.
Yeah. Can I address one last thing too?
Yeah.
The repetitive villains thing. That's the other big criticism I'm seeing. I felt the same way about it feeling too repetitive.
Yep.
Until I realized that was the point.
Yes.
Because
I
they
agree.
build it up so much that you're supposed to feel that Mark all of a sudden is feeling the guilt for a while of not putting a permanent end to these people and kind of all this stuff. And he's like, I feel like the end doesn't justify the means, all this stuff. And then finally you're seeing the actual practical effect that now, because he hasn't been dealing in absolutes, all these things keep rising back up.
Yes.
And so then finally it's like this is trying to trigger for him, hey, look, you see all these things now repopping up. You finish it, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. Like,
Yeah.
And him saying that to Oliver, like, you're right. You know, you're right. I think he says that at the end of season 3, and then they like kind of highlight it again this season. But man, it's like, yeah, it's frustrating to see some of the same villains again. Like, I get it. Especially like the alien invasion thing. You're like, dude, are we really doing this a third time?
Right, especially when it's like a character with no personality or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I get it if it feels a little light, but I also think if there's a time to do it, it's the beginning of the season.
I agree.
Like you were saying, I mean, it's
agree.
gotta slowly build. So,
And I think it's such a creative way to get the audience invested in Mark. To not feel so conflicted with how Mark is responding to some of these characters and their antics. Because you as an audience are so, you said, you're so exhausted with these characters coming back up after you're like, how many times are you going to get defeated and put away? Like, you as an audience are so fed up that it's like when Mark goes in a certain direction, it's like, maybe he strayed from the traditional hero format, but also you can't blame him, because it's like, I think in his position I would have, cracked some skulls too.
Yeah.
So it's such a cool challenge to give to the audience, because it's like, as the audience, you're fed up with the villains too. You know what I mean? It's cool.
And he has so much trauma now that it's like he's almost becoming so numb to it all.
Sure.
That having to do something like that now is not so foreign.
Yeah.
It's just the job.
Yeah.
I love it, and I think it makes so much sense given what we got in season 3 to have this such a darker tone. And I think it's such a good pitting that now, hopefully by the end, you almost start to feel that Mark kind of pushing through.
Yep.
Of like, here's the optimism, here's the hope of the guy, just for Thrag to come right back in. And then you feel that pitting again.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that. I have a feeling the whole season's going to feel just super dark and heavy.
Yeah, I hope so, dude. The sequence with I probably did drop a spoiler then.
You want to just go right into it?
Can we?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just go. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the first 3 episodes, we're getting into it now.
Yeah, if you're like
there's nothing
holding on.
crazy, but
No, in episode 2, there's like an extended The whole episode's basically a flashback, practically.
yeah. But if you're online at all, you're going to probably have seen it at this point anyway. So
Exactly, yeah. Of Nolan's upbringing, where a plague hits Viltrum and takes out all but 50 of the population, right? Or is it 15? It's 50, right?
What? 50.
50 Viltrum people remaining.
Pure-blooded.
Yes. And it kind of shows how Nolan came to be, why he was sent on his mission to kind of like repopulate across the galaxy. A lot of answers are given to questions that we've had for a couple seasons, if you haven't read the comics, which we haven't. I'm trying to think of where I was going with that. Where were we just talking? What were we just covering with the
darker tones?
Yeah, darker tone. That was it.
Yeah.
The whole. I'm trying to like think through the episode. Sorry, that's my bad. But like the whole sequence with the plague hitting and the Viltrumites dropping like flies and just being like loaded off. Even the score, it felt so reminiscent of the end of the Siege of Mandalore. I don't know if you got that vibe.
Yes.
Where they're loading Maul onto the ship and like it was like the calm before the storm type thing, and then you have that storm at the end where it's revealed. And I'm sure you would like to touch on this, so I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, please go.
It's revealed. It's revealed that the betrayer was the one that not only left Viltrum, but he was the one that set the plague upon the people to weed them out and destroy them forever. And it's just such a cool reveal. And I love that he's a Viltrumite. I love that. I'm so curious to see where that goes. I think the dynamic with Nolan and Nolan's story needed a little bit of a kick in the pants. It needed like a boost a little bit, and that was the thing. That was the stuff. Because they're obviously taking their time getting Nolan back to Earth to talk to Mark. So in the meantime, you needed something so that it wasn't just Nolan and Alan wandering space together. But yeah, I loved all that, dude.
Yes, it's so good, and I think you needed it too for Nolan because, like you said, getting stale. You and I have talked about this a lot with the show, that we kind of, in some ways, it's not I don't know if it's a disappointment, maybe. It's not because we hate everything else, but in some ways we wish we got more of that killer Omni-Man longer than we did outside of just season 1.
Yeah, we've talked about
that. And I like that now. For the longest time, it's been all of last season, you've seen, here he is finally becoming this guy that's all warm in nature.
Yep.
And you finally see the first bit of retaliation from him, though, where they're like, hey, we're going to wipe out your people. And he's like,
yeah,
hold on, though. It's like, I actually can't help you do that.
And then he's just about ready to, and then he finds out that the guy he'd be answering to is the one who put him in that spot in the first place.
Right, and he gets, it's perfect.
Yeah,
it's such a good bidding. So then now you have, like, the turmoil where now you kind of, like, I don't want to say it's justified and that you shouldn't, like, get it, but now everything that he did in season 1 and the way he feels, you're kind of like, I do get it a little bit. Like, I'm not saying you're right at all, but like, you go from this like psychotic guy to now someone that's like, you're wrong, but like, this is what you were used to. This is how you were raised.
He was raised told that like his race was supposed to be superior.
Yeah.
It was like all he knew. I mean, it was conditioned.
How nuts was that scene with when they're like, he's teaching the class and he's like, all right, what's this? And she's like,
he's like holding the back of her head.
He was just gonna squish her head.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then his mom and dad come and ambush him, and it's like a rite of passage or whatever. But his mom like just dips and a lot of stuff, dude. You get it, like you get Nolan,
and then
you don't agree with him, but you get it.
And then them taking the bodies out, and then he just sees his dad, and he's just like,
yes,
okay,
yeah. And I love when Invincible does this, but like just the flashes, like the quick flashes to like the past or whatever. Oh, it's awesome! Like the little jump cuts or whatever. Man, yeah, that whole sequence. I loved episode 2. It might crack my top 5. I don't know.
Really? So I actually just posted a video on our TikTok of my top 5 episodes. I put it as the honorable mention.
Yes, it was 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I would put it maybe 7. There was an episode I totally forgot about. But
what was that?
The I Thought You Were Stronger one. That one's so good with Angstrom.
Yes, yeah.
And then the
is that season
reveal.
2? Right, season 2.
Yeah. The finale. That one's really good too.
That was
so
great.
it's right there though. It's so good.
It's awesome.
I didn't love
so different too. So
the thing that held me back is I didn't love everything that Alan and Nolan were doing. I thought some of it was like it was fine.
Yeah.
But the stuff on Viltrum.
That was great. It overruled all the other filler. Yeah,
yes, totally. Did you there's a song they play in season 1, I think, when Nolan arrives. There's like a main one that they play when he arrives. I don't know if you've seen this, and they brought it back again this season.
The music has been great so far.
I thought that was the moment he was coming back.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I've got it. Wait. I'll play just. It's called Tom Tom. They played this.
Yes.
They play that again, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is where we get it. I was like, this is where we get it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but...
Yeah, the music has been great in this season. I want to commend them for that. They've always been good about that. But there's a part of me, I don't know, you can't say too much because you don't know. The stuff with David, like him not being a part of the musical situation, you're like, oh, I hope they can find some other thing, some other avenue to attack the show with.
I hate that happened.
I know. It's so unfortunate.
He was just so perfect for the situation.
It was a perfect mix.
Yes, because you could tell he cared about the show. He gets the show.
It's
just too bad.
Yeah, it is.
It
unfortunate.
really is.
But you kind of are sitting there and you're like, how do they recover? Because they've already finished this season and like it's already being like it's wrapped up. So you're like, what do they do now? And I just feel like the music thus far has been so perfect. The montage in the opening, the opening montage has been great. I love that Invincible doesn't really, with the exception of like the Billie Eilish drop. I feel like they try to stray away from like mainstream music, and I feel like it benefits them greatly in the same way that like the first Guardians benefited from choosing some of the more niche like 80s and 70s tracks that people wouldn't recognize. So that it's almost like even though they weren't made for Guardians, like it's like they're known by that. Like Invincible now has these like tracks that are mainstream now because of Invincible. I just think that's so cool.
Like Your Man, the Joji song they did.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
I love
great.
I love that the show has that kind of pull now. You know what I mean? Another thing, dude, I was so taken by the Star Trek reference.
Which part?
In season 2, in episode 2, that ship that pulls up.
Oh,
the crew is just like it's a direct spoof of Star Trek. I just thought that was so fun.
Yeah,
it was cool.
The parallels that they do.
Yeah,
they're very one of the more self-aware shows, I think.
Yeah.
Which I love. Like I think in season 2 maybe is where they do the bit with they're like joking about the editing or something, right?
Yeah.
They do all that stuff. They like even with the videos they like post to promote it. There's so many times that they reference the things that everyone online will like joke about. I love how in tune they are. Yeah, with their fan base.
It's hilarious, dude. But yeah, I immediately like my ears perked
like,
up.
wait.
I was like, oh, this is. I even looked it up. I was like, is this a crew and a ship like in Star Trek, or is this just a spoof? Like I was.
Yeah.
Because it immediately stood out. I thought it was just awesome. I love that they did that. I would be curious to see what else they spoofed, because I would have never tapped a Star Trek thing for that. But I wonder now, like I kind of want to go back. I wonder if there is like Star Wars references or this and that in the space sequences or different planets that they visited. I'm sure there is stuff.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm loving it so far. And there's so much left, and the show could go in a million directions. But I really feel like at the moment, like we're being set up pretty nicely, and I feel like it's pretty good. I'm excited to see it roll out in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. So last couple comments on it, real quick. Episode 4 is interesting. Uncharted territory. First time in Invincible, the whole show, that they're doing an episode that's based on things that are not in the comics. Like it's totally new material. Really? Which is really interesting.
Wow.
So it's completely new. So all the losers trying to spoil it for you. Nope, you can't.
Sure.
It's brand new. So
is this causing a stir online? I'm not really in tune with the Invincible side of.
I didn't. I just saw it. I saw people talking about it. They said this is brand new, and like the Invincible posted a teaser today about it.
I saw there was it was like almost like a red. There's like red. Is it a red planet?
Yeah, I think they're going back to. Remember at the end of season 3, they showed Damien Darkblood again.
Yes.
I think it's related to that.
Huh.
But I don't know fully.
Cool, dude.
So anyway, we'll see.
Well, that's 2 days from now, right? As of this recording, I'm going to try and drop this like tonight.
Okay. Wow, really?
Yeah, we'll see. Wow. We'll see. But yeah,
Mr.
Cool.
Ambitious.
Oh.
Well, cool. Well, I think the way we're going to try and do this, usually you and I wouldn't always talk about an episode. I think you and I might have to make a new segment, debut a new segment. I don't know. Correct me if we can reworkshop this, but I think something like a just for the TV episodes, because we're gonna be watching like 4 seasons or 4 like TV shows in the next course of like the next month.
We got Daredevil on Wednesday,
right? So I think we'll definitely cover each one's start and finale.
Yeah,
and maybe in between we might just do a quick like 5-10 minute thing on some of these episodes.
Yeah. Just check in.
Yeah.
Check in. Just a
Because
little
it just
check-in.
depends. Some of them I just can't hold myself back.
Right. Well, and you never know. Like, I'm glad we weren't doing a podcast at the time of Born Again Season 1 because, like, each episode was, like, a switch back and forth between the two writing teams. Like, you'd be like, oh, we're back. And then the next week you'd want to jump off a bridge. Like, so I'm so glad we
I think
didn't.
it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm
Season 2 is
praying.
going to be great.
I'm praying.
But yeah, dude, yeah.
But
But
that's
I agree. Yeah, we'll come up with a creative name and we'll have a new segment for TV. Some check-in segment. Yeah, but yeah,
I like it.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Any other thoughts or no?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Are you missing Rexplode? You were a big Rexplode guy.
Yeah. I miss him.
But he went out with not to make a joke. He went out with on such a good bang that you know what I mean.
Dude, have you seen the edited clip? People were using this back when season 3 ended, but when Mark asks, he's like, "What happened to Rex?" And then Robot goes, "Rex exploded."
No, I didn't see that. That's funny.
You gotta watch it.
That's funny. Do you feel we got a message from somebody? They were saying a loyal listener. They were saying, do you think Rex or Robot should have taken or no, not Robot. Oh my gosh. I'm having a brain fart. Should he have taken Rex's name at the end of season 3?
Oh, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy, not Robot.
Yeah.
What the heck am I talking about?
That's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudy, no,
You know what I'm saying.
it's beyond weird what's happening.
Yeah.
He takes his dude.
It's you know what? It's kind of
They're all just going with it.
It's hard to keep up with a little bit.
Anybody else could have done it and it would have been sweet.
Yeah.
But he went behind his back, took his DNA,
Cloned
became him.
Yep. Yeah.
And then takes his name.
Yeah, it feels a little weird.
It's a lot weird. It's a lot weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
The only thing I'll give it is like if he is like the robot character that has no idea what's going on, maybe he doesn't quite understand that it's weird and it's like supposed to be a sweet thing. You know what I mean? But
yeah, like the apathy of being a robot or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
I guess we will see.
Yeah.
Closing comment: Shapesmith. We got to write about it.
gosh.
We got to find a way to write this guy out of the show.
No, it's Fruit Punch.
I'm so sick of
Dude,
this guy.
please just
And I'm sick of the guy who plays him too. The whole thing. I'm sick of all of it, dude. Stick with Sonic.
yeah.
Go in your niche corner of cinema and stay out of my favorite superhero show.
Can I add two
Yeah.
last things? I'm sorry. I keep
got?
keep saying it's over.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins and Stephen Yoon.
Oh,
Just I can't get enough of them.
I can't repeat half
really-
of Walton Goggins' lines, but
No,
just, they act with so much like human.
Yes.
I don't know how to describe it.
Dude, when you know the part at the end of episode 1 when the portal shuts?
Yes.
when he says something we never say on this podcast, but
Yeah.
it's
Are you talking about Goggins' character?
Yeah, it's
when he's
delivered with
he's
so much
looking
emotion.
down. He like
Yeah.
steps up to it. yeah. I had the exact same thought. Yeah.
It's so funny. And Stephen Yoon, man, I love him.
he's
I love him.
He's awesome.
I love him.
Did you ever see The Walking Dead? I never did, but I know he
No,
was a
I
part
didn't.
of that.
I watched like a few episodes of the first season, and I just never
Yeah.
picked it back up. But
I know he was a part of that. Ironically, so was Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He played Negan
Really?
or whatever. The
Wow.
guy with the bat.
Yeah.
The nails in the bat.
that's cool. Anyway, well, I'll get off the topic now while I'm finally off it.
Yeah. What else do we have? We have Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's-
Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man talk. A little quick touch on Spider-Man.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
So
Hey.
the trailer came out last week.
It did.
What'd you think?
I've never been so bummed that we couldn't react to a trailer together in my life, dude. What a trailer, dude. I'll tell you what, this movie looks full to the brim, but like the way it should be. If you're gonna like stack a movie like this, it feels like it should play out this way, like just where it's just lived in. Amazing Spider-Man 2, I loved it. Like I loved it when it came out. I love it now. I know I'm in the minority. The movie is stocked up, and it doesn't feel lived in. It just feels like they just threw a bunch of stuff. Like, as somebody who loves the movie, I can say it just feels overstuffed. This feels like you're watching, like, that lived-in, organic, busy Marvel universe just kind of, like, folding over itself. Like, you got Punisher overlapping with Spider-Man, overlapping with the Hand, overlapping with Hulk, and it just, like, it all feels like it makes sense. Very excited. I'm very excited, dude. It looks awesome. It looks very, very good. And I'm not bothered by the CGI. I'm not bothered by the practical whatever. Like, I'm not bothered by how the suit looks. People are saying the suit looks clunky. Yeah, it's because he's broke and he's stitching it himself.
He's
like,
putting it in his washer and
dude,
waiting on it to dry and all this stuff. Yeah,
like, of course it looks that way, you know? And for how many years did we complain that the suit looked artificial because it was CGI'd onto Tom Holland's naked body? Like, I feel like we're doing all right. Like, this is the way it should be, dude. It should look like a cheap suit. The guy is, like, one missed paycheck away from getting evicted. Like, of course his suit looks like that.
Plus, am I crazy to say they still have like 4 months to kind of fine tune those things?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't
they're
even...
just getting a trailer
I
out.
kind of don't even hope they do.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they just leave it. Like, this is what a broke Spider-Man should look like. Like, Toby, I love Toby. His suit certainly looked like it was made by somebody with far more money than Peter Parker has.
And it's finally the first time that we're seeing this Peter Parker have a not metallic looking, but like where it's a very like
It's fabric-y.
Yeah, it's a silky suit kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right,
Yeah,
here we go.
It looks like the type of suit that you could see, like that battle worn, where it's like ripped across the chest and everything. Like I can totally see that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So excited. What were some of your standout?
Dude, the thing that excited me so much about this trailer was we've talked about it a lot. We wanted this movie to very heavily feature this Peter.
Yes.
Like, be this Peter.
Uh-huh.
And the thing I felt about it was, even though there's all these things going on,
Yep.
it kind of felt like when you're going to, like when there's a student doctor or something, and you're going in and you're seeing all these different patients, and you're kind of maybe interacting with this doctor and this doctor, but you're just following your main doctor.
And
right?
you said you wanted this.
Yes.
So I'm so happy
I
we're getting
love it so much that you're seeing all these things, but you're solo with Tom.
Yeah.
And you're just experiencing this and then that and then that, but you're with him the whole time. So I think I said this, yeah.
You
but
said
it's like,
I want it to feel like the Spider-Man
from
games where
his
it's like
perspective.
side quests and stuff. Yes.
Right. And so it's awesome because I can see the stuff with it, and I love the way they're doing Punisher. I think it was one of the funniest jokes. I loved that when like people were so worried, how are you going to make Punisher kind of go down to like the PG-13 level when he's always at like kind of a rated R level, and immediately like they show it, you know, where he's like. Yeah, and right when he's about to do it, he gets webbed in the mouth. Yeah,
that's
great. And I loved him shooting it back at him. Dude, that's awesome. Looks so good.
It's great. It just feels like it's the perfect mixture of everything. I love the tone. I'm so happy with the tone. Cinematography guy, I'll say it every week if I have to. It can make or break a movie. If a movie looks too bland, people pick up on it, and it ruins the experience for people. And this Spider-Man movie, finally we have a Spider-Man movie. No Way Home didn't even have this. A Spider-Man movie that has its own like character to it. And I mean character in the sense of identity, like visually. What does this movie look like, and how is it separate from anything else we've ever gotten?
Yep.
Like, it looks darker, it looks bleaker, because this is where we're finding Peter Parker at this stage in his life. It's perfect, dude.
It's the first time I feel like we're really seeing Spider-Man the character for Tom Holland.
Yes, dude. And this is what we wanted. And you said this to me, and I was kind of like, nah, whatever, man. But they took too long. You said to me, you felt like the first three movies were more just like the origin into Spider-Man. And I'm thinking to myself in that stretch, yeah, but like, you know, if it's a Spider-Man movie, I want to see him just being the Peter Parker Spider-Man thing. I don't want to see a three-movie ease into Spider-Man. But now that we've gotten to this point, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. And I'll say, and I'm curious to see where you feel on this. First image leaks the day before the trailer comes out of Spider-Man on the rooftop with MJ. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Because we knew that MJ was going to be in this. We knew Zendaya was back. We knew Jacob Batalon was back as Ned. But part of me loved the actors, loved the actor. It's not them as people. It's the characters.
Well, no.
I felt like it was time to leave them and bring in somebody new. It could be Harry, it could be Gwen, it could be not the real MJ, but the red-haired MJ that we know from the comics. Like, it could have been any assortment of people. It could be Black Cat. He just needed new people, I felt. Now, you see the trailer, you see the vision. I'm almost okay with it. I don't know if you are. Like, I don't think I've ever been this eager to see those two characters on screen. I want to see the dynamic with MJ and Peter and Ned and Peter. This is like a Shrek Forever After situation, where Shrek wishes he'd never had the family, and then he goes into Far, Far Away, and, like, they don't know him, and he has to the only way he can get out of the dream is if he gets his family to love him again and accept him. Like, this is what this feels like. I love this whole thing, dude. This is great. Like, this is such a cool thing. If you're going to bring this in, and it looks like from the backgrounds of some of these shots, it looks like Ned and MJ have no recollection of Peter, because of course they don't. But it looks like, to some extent, they know they have a connection to Spider-Man.
Yes.
And so you see on the back of their wall in MJ's apartment, it looks like they have these pictures of Spider-Man and these newspaper clippings on their wall, and they're trying to connect the dots, and they're trying to figure out, like, who is Spider-Man. And they're watching him receive the key to the city on the news. Like, they know Spider-Man is a part of them somehow, but they don't know how. Oh, dude, this is going to be so good. Like, this is the way you do it. This is the way you do it. You don't just have Peter go up to them and deliver the note like some people were saying he should have at the end of No Way Home. You have him go through the pain of being like, I can't let them know, but but in the back of their heads, they're over there and they're like, who is this guy? Like, I know I have a connection to Spider-Man. Who is he? And oh man, that's such a cool angle, dude. Like, to not just have them be back for the sake of Peter being happy. Them being back is almost an inconvenience to Peter. He wishes they weren't. Like, he almost wishes probably he didn't remember them. Like, it's perfect, dude.
Cooking.
You know what I mean? Like, this is so good. Them being back is like a curse of Peter. That doing the right thing doesn't just mean losing his friends. It's the constant reminder that his friends are right on his doorstep and he can't do anything about it.
It's good.
This is Spider-Man.
It's perfect.
And this is it, dude. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm so into it, dude. And I'm excited to see them back, you know? And I never thought I'd say that. Because, again, fine for 3 movies when Peter Parker was innocent and just needed 2 happy-go-lucky Mickey Mouse cotton candy buddies. But I was thinking, leave them in the dust. Now they're back, and there's this whole MJ's got a boyfriend, or at least this guy that's putting the moves on her, and Ned, you know, is doing his own thing, and he seems just as lonely and independent, but he's also just happy doing his own thing with school and everything. So interesting. And I want to see where you're at, because I know you were much more against MJ.
I wish we got longer. I wish we got longer without him. I felt like this was the first time. Not that I didn't want them to come back. I feel like this was the first time we were able to get a blank canvas and just kind of explore new connections.
Yes, true.
And maybe they will. Maybe they're just, the advertising is so heavily into it just to kind of get people in. But it looks like they're such a big part of the movie, and I wish they weren't as much.
Fair.
But I'm not mad at it. I just wish we had done it the other way. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I think it would have been great, because I think this is another trilogy, right?
I hope so.
I pray it is.
I
think
hope
they will.
so, dude.
But the other thing with it is just, I feel like they need to end it similar to how they did Tobey's Spider-Man 1, where you finally get a little bit of, like, not full payoff, but like the tease of something where you're like, okay, this could work, but I don't want it to end resolved.
So maybe she remembers who he is, but he still can't be with her?
Something like that.
That would be like the most Spider-Man
Something like
thing.
that, right.
Man, they know who he is, but he still has to keep his distance. Wow.
Which I know they've done that card a lot, so I don't know how you could shift it.
It works every time.
Something to that effect. I don't want this to end where they're already back together.
No, but it works every time.
I think, yeah.
The way you're describing. Like,
I think if you do a 5th movie, that's where I want them to end it at the end. That's how I would do it.
Oh, that's great. And then maybe in the next movie, then MJ is pursuing Peter, but then Peter meets Gwen or something, and maybe he's okay without her.
Yes.
And then you have a love triangle.
I pray that if I could have scripted it, I would have done it that he, like, sees her or something and sees the boyfriend bit, and that's when he decides he needs to move on.
He's done.
So he goes to somebody else. And then you get that connection through the end of it, and it's nice and sweet, and then you get it through the beginning of number 5.
Sure.
And then you start to have that weird pitting, and it's like, oh, hold on.
Sure.
And then I would have it where it's like, at the end of 5, she would have realized that it was him. And, like, somehow she sees pictures or something that, like, shows her, like, they had a relationship, and she's, like, freaks out about it. But he's still with her. So then in the 6th one, to end the trilogy, they end it happily. Like, the movie ends with them together. Something like that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they can explore it. I'm just going to be annoyed if they go right back in.
Pace themselves.
Yes.
You want them to pace themselves.
Yeah. Because I assume they're going to... I mean, I saw something that said Tom Holland right now is the same age that Tobey and Andrew were when they did the first one.
That's so funny.
Which is crazy, right?
Andrew was like 85 years old and he was playing a high school. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be so much more that we're going to get. We're probably going to get a Doomsday trailer soon. There's a lot coming.
Yeah.
So we'll hold on like speculative talk for a lot of this movie. We won't talk about Punisher's role. We won't talk about Sadie Sink's rumored Jean Grey role.
I love that they're keeping that under wraps.
I know.
I don't even want to see what she is.
I know. And I'm sure there may be a few other things down the pipeline. However, one thing I am curious about, because we've talked about this, you even talked about it in the last episode, there are some things likely that they're withholding from us visually in some of these shots. How are we feeling about that final shot of Spider-Man, like, rushing the hand in midair? Because some of them aren't even looking at him. Do you think there's somebody in that shot? Who is it?
Who else is a vigilante in New York that also deals with the hand routinely? Daredevil's going to be in it. What are we doing? Yeah, Daredevil's going to be in this movie. There's no way. I don't think they're going to get a lot of him.
No.
I think it's going to be similar to She-Hulk, the way he's introduced, where it's like she stumbles upon him in mid-action. I think it's going to be something like that. You know that shot where it's him without his mask on?
Yeah.
Fighting the hand?
Yes.
I think, like, in that sequence where it's like that warehouse scene almost, I think that's where Daredevil's going to show up and, like, rescue him or something. He's going to have, like, some sort of blank with his powers or some weird thing happens, and that's where that moment's going to happen.
Well, here's what I
hate
love.
the hand.
I know.
It's
just kind of meh.
I hate the hand.
Well, you know what? It's a lot. A lot of it is to do with the way they've been used in live action thus far, between shows and whatever.
But I've seen enough, man.
I agree. However, I mean, this is the shoe-in for Daredevil.
It is. If it gets me there, I'm fine.
I love that they've indicated that Spider-Man, while being a stranger to the world, is connected to this interworking underground pipeline of vigilantes, Punisher, likely Daredevil, because, like, when he lands on the car, he's like, Frank, what are you doing? They're on a first-name basis. Like, I love that,
yes.
dude. Like, he clearly has made a network for himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's connected to Daredevil. If we don't see it, you know he has to be.
Mm-hmm.
I
Dude,
love
and
it.
do you know what I love too is the fact that we know that both of them have met before, but neither of them realize it.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Daredevil now forgets
Yeah.
Peter and that he's Spider-Man, but he also doesn't realize Matt Murdock is Daredevil.
Yeah.
So it's like they just don't know each other at all, which is so
interesting,
cool.
dude. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'd have I'm a very good lawyer, but
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Huh.
I think that's cool.
But yeah, dude, that's Spider-Man talk.
I'm
You feeling
happy.
good?
Yeah. I don't want to. We can't nerd out too much on this this episode. You know?
We will, but we'll
yeah.
restrain ourselves.
Yeah.
This is what
Yeah,
self-control
for the
is all
people.
about. You feeling like we go into galactic transmissions?
Dude,
Feeling
there's a couple of galactic transmissions that I'm just dying to talk
We
about
have
because
quite a
I think
few.
they're hilarious.
good? Yeah, dude.
So funny.
Where do you
Up
want
there
to
with
start
the
here?
Jason Statham stole my bike.
Oh my gosh, where do you want to start?
Can I just pull up the image? Can we start there?
Yeah.
Dude, so right before we recorded this, I was on my way to see you, and I saw this image from a movie coming out this summer, and I just burst into laughter while I saw this.
Okay,
And
car almost swerved off the road.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it up. Hopefully people can see it in my camera. But we got our first. I think it's a technical first look of Dwayne Johnson as Maui.
If that's
in
what you want to call it.
Moana live action.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's really something, dude.
It's a shot.
Can I look at this?
Yeah,
again?
please
I watched the
Take
trailer.
a little
couple
peek at it, but.
Dude, it looks like an SNL skit, you know?
Yeah, I almost want to say it looks fantastic because I think I said a couple episodes ago, I was like, hey, Disney, man, if you want to put me at a premiere for there, I mean, I think it looks fantastic.
Yes, it's perfect.
The Rock looks great.
It's perfect.
He looks...
And you know what, to be fair, joking, not joking, whatever, like, he is the only person that should be playing this.
Yes, the thing that's hilarious to me is just
That's so funny.
they didn't
Look
try
at
to
him.
make him look younger at
No,
all.
it's just
And
him
looks
with a
like he
wig.
just has a wig on. They went, all right, we're going to paint you... It almost... You know what's funny is The Rock is such a big dude.
Yes.
Yet he almost looks like his face is disproportionate to how big Maui is.
Well,
that he looks like he's drowning in Maui.
all of a sudden, The Rock just decided to lose all this weight, too, so there's all that.
But doesn't he look like he's drowning in Maui?
Yes, it's the hair, too, probably.
Yeah, it is. But
What's funny is it looks like Baywatch Dwayne Johnson just with
hair.
BG hair.
Yeah, yes.
It's so funny, dude. And oddly, if there's one movie you shouldn't strip the color from, it's Moana. Mm-hmm. The movie looks like colorless.
It's just... I just had such a laugh because we made an episode when Smashing Machine came out, and we were like applauding. Thank goodness The Rock finally is going in a different direction. He's stepping out.
The Rock just won an Oscar? Was that right?
Yeah, that was the title. He steps out in his own direction, and then immediately I see this, and it's just like his facial reactions and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh.
He's so
It's
funny.
just all-time stuff.
I mean, the movie's going to be so fun and so cute and sweet. Like, it's going to be just a nice movie. But we just got Moana. It just came out.
Can I ask you?
I feel like I know
Yeah.
it's been 10 years. It's crazy, but
You and I did a draft for like box office numbers for these movies.
dude, where are we at with that so far?
I don't know,
Did
but the
anything
thing
come
that's did you pick Hail Mary? That's a fumble.
No.
Did you see this about Hail Mary? This is news, I guess.
did. It was huge.
It's the
Huge opening.
best non-franchise performance opening weekend. Any movie.
It was that, and what was the other one?
It was something else, but I think it passed it, dude.
I
Whatever
think
it
it was
was.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
It was that and Oppenheimer.
Yeah. But again, that had so much buzz behind it.
It did.
And you think about this doesn't have that much promo.
No.
It's basically just
The
kind of word of
Ryan-
mouth.
The Ryan Gosling effect.
Hey. But yeah, dude.
Crazy.
I just wonder how much this is going to impact it, because this movie comes out, and the next weekend is Odyssey. Weekend after that, Spider-Man, I think.
my
Or
gosh,
maybe
dude.
weekend after, whatever. Anyway, you get the point. It's like, I don't know. I'm nervous because I think I picked it.
That movie will cook, dude. I mean, you think about
think so?
Lilo and Stitch.
I know, but
That movie
Lilo
made
and Stitch came
Lilo
out
and-
by itself.
Yeah, but Lilo and Stitch is like not. I don't know many people where that's their favorite movie. A lot of people like Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to look for a while before you find somebody where that's their favorite Disney movie. That movie made $1 billion, and it didn't even take that long either.
Mm-hmm.
Moana's gonna make close. It might even make like close to 2, dude. I'm not even being
No.
crazy. Worldwide,
No, 2?
that movie's good. It's gonna cook.
I don't think so.
It's going to be
Not
the
2.
I will say confidently. I think that's going to be the highest grossing live action Disney movie that's been made. Like live action adaptation.
think?
I think so. Until Tangled rolls around.
Am I like downplaying this?
I think so. Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know it was big, but I feel like Moana 2 kind of.
Lilo and Stitch to me was the indicator. If that can make $1 billion, Moana will
Mm-hmm.
clear it.
I know. Yeah, fair.
Maybe not 2,
Fair.
but
Which-
I think it'll be the highest grossing live action.
Which, speaking of Lilo and Stitch, they
Mm-hmm.
just announced that there's going to be a sequel, live action sequel, and I'm here to tell you, we're all good here. We're all good here.
We're all good. One is more than enough.
That's fine. We don't need a second one. Come on.
So here's my confusion: is this a adaptation of the sequel, the direct to VHS sequel, or is this just a sequel to the live action where they're telling their own story? Is this like an Invincible season 4, episode 4 type situation?
I hope so. If you're going to do it, I think you got to do it the other way, where it's like something new.
Stitch joins the mafia.
Whoa!
Whoa! Switch pulled out the 9.
Stitch is the Don.
I don't know,
Don
dude.
Corleone.
This is where the live action thing gets tired. This is why people don't like it, dude.
It's
And hey, you know how I feel about my Disney movies.
right.
I will always be seated for a good old fashioned Disney movie.
Mm-hmm.
I got some sisters, and I got my fiance who's a big Disney person. We will always be seated for Disney, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's good or bad. However, this is why people assume it's going to be bad before it gets better. You know what I mean?
This
Because
is
it's
where-
like you keep milking
Yes,
this thing,
right,
dude.
right. It becomes a moral issue.
Yes.
I'll say it, because here's the issue, right? How could, from a business side, can you look at the first one and see it make over $1 billion and then go, yeah, we should just leave that there?
Sure.
But in reality, they should leave it there.
Yes.
So it's like, what are you going to do? But like,
I think if they left it there, they'd keep making billions from the other nice ideas that they have. Because people are like, "Oh, let me see the next Disney project." Not
Right.
people are not. Nobody walked out of that saying, "Let me see that." I can't wait for the next live action Lilo and Stitch.
right, no one wanted, no one wanted a Lilo and Stitch.
No, they don't.
No one wanted part 2.
Well, this is the tricky thing.
second
with
one.
it. This is the tricky thing with, and we've never talked about this before, but this is the tricky thing with the live action Disney movies. Where
talked about
it's
it.
like, yeah, you have to if you're gonna do a live action reboot or remake or whatever, you got to have a really good reason to do it. Let alone if you're doing a sequel to it.
Right.
Right.
Because
otherwise it gets
Disney would
stale.
never do other sequels.
No, and we would never talk about
They
it.
would never do other sequels, especially us talking about it. Yeah, like the fact that now there's announced an Incredibles 3 and Coco 2 coming out
Whoa,
official.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Holy moly.
But
Okay, how are we feeling about that?
I'll be honest with you, as somebody who absolutely loves Coco,
Yeah?
I hate it.
You don't like it?
No. Incredibles makes more sense to me. Because it feels more of a, like, getting to know these characters. It's like characters placed into different situations.
Right.
To me, Coco was like a story. And I don't want to see
On
more.
its own.
Yes, it was a story. You know what I'm trying to say? There's
do.
certain ones like Toy Story fits the mold
Yes.
of let's keep going.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, but Ratatouille, again, there was one... Yes, where it's like, it's a story.
Leave it.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I hate that they're doing a second.
No, I get it.
Like,
I do get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like the heart's gone if you...
I get it. Hey, I understand.
Yeah, thank you.
I understand.
And
Incredibles, I think part of the reason it's okay to have a sequel is because the second one was so average. Also,
agreed.
And,
But it's,
and
yeah,
I
hope there's a time jump.
Dude, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I hope we get like they're grown up or they're at least like college age or something. Like I hope the kids grow
Yeah,
up.
and I want them to retire.
Oh, yeah.
them to-
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just really hope we get a little bit of a time jump. I don't want to see these. Like, I cannot believe they made us wait all that time, and then the second movie just picked up right where the other one left off. I wanted to see what happened. Like, the family dynamic gets more interesting when you jump. You see them at different
Right.
stages of life, you know? I don't know, man.
Agreed.
But the
Agreed.
Coco thing, I agree. There should not be
Agreed.
a sequel to that.
But they were a little original. They were so original. New movie announced.
This is Pixar still?
Yeah, Pixar. Yeah. It's called Oh No, Ghost Market. And it's coming March 10th, 2028.
Oh no, like oh no, or oh no, like O-N-O, like Japanese.
O-N-O, but like, oh no. Because the plot, it said something about it being, get this, it's a Pixar idea, man.
Okay.
It's the past interacting with the present. All sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Wow.
I feel like where have we seen this before?
Wow. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a bit of a oh no, but
It might be an
It
oh
might
no.
be an oh no.
We go oh no for oh no.
but I applaud them because here's the thing. I said the same thing about Hoppers, and then I gave Hoppers
That
almost
is true.
an 8.
That is
So-
true because you and I are both fans of Avatar. Hoppers is basically Animal Avatar. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
It could be
So,
good.
yeah.
Hey, we won't know
Sometimes
until
it
we
might
see
be
it.
good. Sometimes it might be bad.
We won't know until we see it. We'll withhold our oh no's until we see oh no.
Yeah, until we see the oh no. I might have to show you something
Yeah.
because I just thought about it.
This isn't something about that Lilo and Stitch sequel, is it?
No, this was one of the funniest clips I've ever seen. It was like clips out of context. It was from Hoppers. It just
Okay.
reminded me. Just look at this. How funny is that?
I can't even remember how that movie went at the end. Was that spliced? That was spliced
I
together,
don't
right?
know. I don't know if it was. I thought that was a real shot.
Oh, right, because the one was Beaver was a robot, right? It just explodes into the forest. That is funny.
I saw that. I thought it was so funny. I saw Vets posted that.
Oh yeah.
Like Joel, whatever
Yeah.
his name is.
Yeah.
He posted
Dude, that's
that. And I
funny.
thought it was the funniest thing ever. Anyway, sorry. That was really
funny.
really random. I just had to
Man.
before I forgot.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's our next piece of news?
I don't even know. Let me check. Well, we got a lot of sequel news. Speaking of sequels, this actually broke while we were sitting down to record. We got Wonder Man Season 2 announced. Well, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Like you never left.
Yeah, I mean, they set up for it.
I feel so good about this. So
Yeah.
let me ask you something. Does he stay removed from the MCU? Like, is he his own thing?
Ooh.
Is he just chilling in Los Angeles? Or is he in Secret Wars or something to that effect? Is he getting a little bit of crossover
hope
and a little bit of interweaving into the?
No.
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 You serious?
Hard no. Yeah. We need him post. We need him
No,
post.
I agree. I don't.
There's too many things going on. I don't want him to try and fit in his character. Like, no.
Sure,
Have
sure,
him build up, established, do the same type of thing. You can do a little more superheroing
Yeah.
stuff. Have him
What
do
if
the
Wonder
same
Man's
type
the
of thing.
one that they took out of the trailer?
Wow.
Wonder Man is just doing a crane
Wow, he
kick.
flies over from LA to New York.
Just doing a crane kick to one of the hand people.
I don't know. I want them to do more grounded still.
I agree. I'm
Don't go
excited.
away from what
Keep
worked.
the show exactly the way it was.
Yeah.
It was so good, dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I enjoyed it exactly the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Great.
will. I can't wait to do our season 2 review with. It'll be my second favorite 40 view episode, only behind the first season.
The people want what they want. Hey.
When the people talk, you listen.
That's it. That's it.
We got a couple more things though. We got a little Ryan Gosling's been chitting and chatting over here,
Making some waves.
doing a little something. He's
Making some waves.
a little pitch, a little Marvel pitch.
He said it's what was the wording he used?
Said I want to play Ghost Rider.
Yeah, he said that, but he also said it's convoluted. Was that the word he used? I don't know.
The MCU.
Yeah, like the way his role or something. I don't know. Anyway, he used some word to
He said
describe the situation.
He said if he could play somebody, he would play Ghost Rider.
He said he would love to though. He did say that. Hey, but man,
I'm in.
I'm in.
Sign me up.
The man could do anything.
Sign me
Especially
up.
if it's personal, like a thing that he wants to do. Man, Go for it. Go for it. Absolutely.
I speak on behalf of Nick Cage. Nick Cage, stamp of approval. We got to make this happen.
Yeah, he's too busy with noir anyway.
And if it's not going to be Keanu Reeves, it might as well be Ryan Gosling.
Dude, Keanu would be
sick.
Oh
so
my
imagine
gosh.
flaming Keanu Reeves just pulling up on a motorbike.
Dude, dare I say, would that be better?
It would be better.
Because almost
him or the guy. Who do people say from? What the heck's going on? Second Walking Dead reference. Norman Reedus.
Interesting.
The guy who played Daryl.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
No idea.
With
If I saw it, I'd probably,
yeah.
I don't know names, though, from Walking Dead.
I've never seen an episode of the show. I just know
Really?
faces. And there's the one guy that plays like the greasy looking.
Did you ever see those back in the day, the bad lip readings?
Yeah.
I remember there was a
did that
really
for-
good one for The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and I remember that was like my first exposure. It was back in like, what, 2014-ish?
I used to watch the Star Wars and the NFL ones.
What was the Seagulls? Stop it now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Penny for your thoughts.
Hey, penny for your thoughts.
Yeah, those were good.
That was funny.
Those were fun, man.
Well, we have a couple more things. We're not even halfway done, are we?
No, we're not, dude. News I saw. I don't know how official it is. I think it was Daniel RPK said it. Mm-hmm. I need it. There's been a lot of talk about the Miami Vice reboot that Joseph Kosinski is going to be doing.
Oh my gosh!
And I don't know if there's anybody recently that he's done a movie with that did super well. But apparently Tom Cruise is being eyed to be the villain with Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler. Going to be set as stars. Dude, feed me.
Oh,
feed
that
me.
looks so good. That sounds so good, dude.
Dude,
gosh,
cinema is so
awesome.
up right now, isn't it?
Golly, that sounds like so much fun.
Dude,
what a pairing that would be.
I think
what a blast, dude. Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler and Tom Cruise is the villain? Joseph Kosinski?
Dude, the visuals on that.
I can't even imagine the cinematography.
Oh my gosh.
If we could get the guy who did the soundtrack for Drive. You seen Ryan Gosling's Drive?
Yes.
With the 80s synth.
Oh my gosh.
We need something. We need. Oh, this is like the stars are all aligning.
Dude, you know what I love with Tom Cruise too, though?
What's that?
I feel like now with all the stuff he's been doing, for a while, right? We had it. It's been so long since he's kind of diverted from his usual, man. But we get Digger this year, and then he might be doing this as the villain. Dude, I love that he's kind of
doing his own thing,
shifting.
now.
I would love to see him. I pray he does so well that he gets like a nomination this year.
Yeah, right.
Like I feel like this is the time I want to see him finally get some flowers for like how good he actually is.
Whatever happened? I thought the Oscars were going to do a stunt category.
I thought so too.
Did they not? I missed it. If
I
they
don't know.
did, I missed it.
I didn't see it.
Because he for sure would have been nominated and won.
They wanted to wait until after Mission Impossible.
Right. Now that
they
he's
didn't want
done,
him to win
we're
one.
going to
Yeah.
Huh.
Right.
I don't know.
He deserved it for sure. But
Yeah,
I'm excited for him.
That's a good
I'm
point.
glad he's doing all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad to
and
see
I think
him
it's
do
such a
other
good
things.
timing for it too, because for him, he's no longer and not that he's not. I mean, he's one of the best aging people we've seen. But like, he's no longer the hot stud guy
Right,
that can be your Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan, right?
You're a leading man, yeah.
Yet now it's like the perfect time for him to be that like villainy guy. You know what I mean? It's so perfect.
And people forget that he can play those different multi-dimensional characters. People forget like the one sequence in Mission Impossible 3 where he's like Philip Seymour Hoffman's character is counting down from 10 or else he's going to kill Ethan's wife. And Tom Cruise's performance, just like being stuck in the chair, like trying to get him to, he's trying to talk him down. Dude,
that's his best acting performance, I think, in the whole series.
Oh, it's so good. That's why I love MI3, dude. But yeah, he's really got those layers to him. You even see in like Edge of Tomorrow, he's got some good stuff.
Dude, that countdown.
Oh my gosh. That might be my favorite sequence in the whole franchise. I'm not even gonna lie.
I was like,
yes.
Oh my gosh.
And I love that they open with it too. Yes. So it's like the whole movie you're waiting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It
was great. That was great. But yeah, he would be great, dude.
Awesome.
I haven't heard one rumor about this Miami Vice movie that's been disappointing yet. Although I will say I heard a thing yesterday online that now that Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar, he's asking for $18 million per movie role, which may have turned the people in Miami Vice away from him in search of a cheaper actor.
Good.
I say just cough.
He needs all that money for the In-N-Out.
He does. all the burgers. They're just clearly eating.
Right. What else we got? Anything?
Well, we have a couple things. Kirsten Dunst confirmed to play Alex in a Minecraft movie too.
Oh my gosh, the cinema is so up.
Oh man, it just keeps.
What a weird report.
Wow.
What a funny report.
What a weird casting.
Yeah,
Can you picture Kirsten Dunst having a romance with Jack Black?
It's hilarious. It really is funny.
What a weird thing, dude.
Yeah, we got so many news dumps recently this week, like all the timeline, and then I saw that, and I thought there's an account right now that's similar. You know how, I don't know if you've seen this before. There's like the main NBA Central account.
Yes.
And then there's Centel.
Yes.
Have you ever seen this? And so basically, it's like a gotcha. It's like a parody account. So they make like all these fake headlines, but sometimes they're ones that are like seem like they could be slightly real. You're like, what the heck? So a while it would be like you got Centelled. They added a new one where there's the main one that I follow the news that we do called Discussing Film. And there's a new one called Discussing Fish, is what it's called, the title. But, like, it'll always get people. So it's like people are like, you got fished.
Is it like parody news for
Yes, it's
movies?
parody news. And some of it is like, they do like a good line of like threading the needle, where some of it's like blatantly ridiculous, but other times you're like, you don't realize until you like see and look specifically at the name.
So you thought that's what this was?
I thought I got fished.
Yeah.
And then I look, nope, there's a check mark, Discussing Film. Okay, Kirsten Dunst is playing Alex.
So
What a
random.
fall from grace.
Was she ever up?
Yeah, a little bit, for sure. I know people don't love her, but she still was a
She's
lot more.
talented, but I don't think she ever was like on top of the world.
But to be playing in the Minecraft sequel,
yeah.
are you serious?
That's rough
a
stuff.
side character in the Minecraft
That's
sequel.
rough stuff.
I mean,
Isn't it funny that this is like the career-defining role for Jack Black, and it's like the career-destroying point for Kirsten Dunst?
can we give a talking point? Can I bring something up?
Yeah.
And I almost want to end the episode this way.
Okay.
You got a lot of flack for something, which I thought was hilarious. And,
did?
I want to shout him out.
What did I say?
Finn. With Finn. About School of Rock.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
quite mad at you
on
about
my
that.
Letterboxd. What do I have? School of Rock. It's at like a 2.5 star. Or
You have it as
2-star.
2.
Yeah, it's at a 2.
2 out of 5. I have it as a 3.5.
You know what? I don't know. Like I think
It's fine. It's fun.
It's I would watch it again. It's a good movie. It's, you know what, but like Jack Black's antics, I can only do in spurts. I can't sit and watch Jack Black for too long. The only reason it works with Kung Fu Panda is because I don't have to look at him. Jack Black is so much fun just in a movie. Sometimes he's just like, especially prime Jack Black. I'm talking School of Rock, Gulliver's Travels. There was he was on such a tear where he was just playing this like over excitable character that like it felt like just like he was trying to be like it was his Jim Carrey run, and I just was kind of tired a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that.
And School of Rock never hit with me because I just was like a little bit like just watching him tired me out. And there's no greater example of like Jack Black on hyped up on something than School of Rock. Like this is like him it's Jack Black at his most Jack Black. I just struggled to latch on, dude. I don't know.
Fair.
It's a good
that's
movie.
Fair. That's fair.
Again, I'd rewatch it, but it's a 2 for me because I just can't do
That's fine.
too much Jack Black.
I'm not hating, but I mean, Finn, man, if you're listening, I pray you're listening right now. It's just not a 10 out of 10.
No, it's not.
That's a crazy take.
I hope you're kidding.
That's a
guy.
crazy take. I don't think he's not kidding. He's for sure not kidding.
Hey.
Also, I would love to say, public service announcement, I love when people say that we're like a loser for our takes.
Oh, I love that.
I think that's
yeah.
hilarious.
It's so much
That's
fun.
great.
That's so much fun.
So
The
please,
people. I made a ranking of 2002 movies, and people were like, people were like getting up in arms about it. They were mad because I had Spy Kids 2 at the very bottom.
we won't. I don't give a crap. I couldn't care. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move Spy Kids 2 up because
I
you got upset.
Don't care. Other people got mad at your Star Wars ranking.
Yeah. They were mad because A New Hope was 5, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, Empire, Return, Revenge, Rogue One. Already that's 4 that are absolutely night and day better than A New Hope.
That's blasphemous.
What would you have New Hope at?
Night and day better than Rogue One and Return. That's kind of blasphemous. I have it as my 3rd.
I mean, I understand the reasoning because it started the whole thing, but if you go back, it certainly has not aged as good as Return and Empire, I don't think.
I disagree about Return. I think it's more fun in some ways.
Ewoks aside.
I just don't like all the Death Star stuff, Part 2 again, and I don't know.
Like, it felt like a rehash?
It's great. I mean, I love the movie. Don't get me wrong. The thing that I find
to me, it's the third act. The third act is maybe the best third act of all time.
Your ranking has a situation where The Last Jedi and New Hope are back to back. I can't even fathom that. Like the fact that they're side by side is just a hilarious thing to me.
You
But
said this to me recently, and
I
I
texted you
agree.
that.
It probably should be A New Hope and
I
Force Awakens
understand
back to back
in
because
the
they're
way
the
you're
same
saying
movie.
it, like you would have a gap if you could.
Yes,
but
yeah,
it just
right. It's not
just objectively looking at it. Though,
It's not A New Hope, Last Jedi. It's A New Hope, Last Jedi.
Can you at least understand maybe why I like choked on the thing I was eating when I saw that?
Yes, I can. Yeah, because on paper it looks like I have them on the same thing, and I'm saying it's like A New Hope, and then somewhere down there in the fog is The Last Jedi and Force Awakens and all the others.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. Like the Return, like the third act was always so good to me.
Yeah,
that
it's good.
It overrided the Ewoks and how unbearable that is.
I'm such a sucker for New Hope though, because it just feels like the.
I get. Hey, I get it. I have A New Hope at a perfect 10, but I also have the other 4 at a perfect 10 as well.
Wow.
Return is definitely. I'll say it's not a 10 out of 10. Objectively, but
That's how you feel.
childhood nostalgia talking, it's a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
It was my dad's favorite growing up, so it was my favorite growing up. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works. Revenge is 10 out of 10. Rogue One, 10 out of 10.
But you don't even
Empire.
get Han for a lot of it. The Jabba stuff I don't love.
You're talking about Return?
Yeah. I don't love it. I think so many of the jokes,
I hate the Jabba
style,
stuff.
all the other stuff in New Hope is just thing to thing to thing. I love it, and it's so tight too. It's only 2 hours, and they cover so much in New Hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we talked enough Star Wars recently.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
I won't beat it.
I got to do my OT rewatch for Mando coming out.
I'm doing that too. Yeah.
So maybe I'll switch it around.
Yeah.
I mean, again, my top 5 in my Star Wars ranking are all 10 out of 10s. So it's not. I'm not like knocking it by having it down low. It's just which 10 out of 10 do you put at the bottom of the 10 out of 10s?
Right. Can I tell you one funny thing? Last thing.
Yeah.
I the other night went complete opposite. So I watched in one night 2 movies. I watched Interstellar, and then
One night?
Yeah, in one night I watched 2 movies back to back. It was 5 hours I was sitting on a couch watching movies.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Interstellar, and then the Justice League. Isn't that a crazy...
Justice OG.
Justice League, yeah, 2017.
For the first time?
No, but I was like, it was just a nice little back to back.
Man. Wow, and you're here to tell the story.
Here to tell the tale.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That's a horrible movie. You want to talk about a bad movie?
Talk about ranges.
You want to talk about a bad movie? Justice League will make you want to poke your eyes out. Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think the movie's like... There's nothing egregious about the movie. It's just the fact that... I don't know how I'm trying to say
it
this.
Exists.
Like, it's the same stuff from the Snyder Cut. It's just how stupid it is to not have everything else.
Yeah, sure.
It's like if you were to, like, you're trying to rehash the Snyder Cut to yourself and you just skip through just to see bits. That's, like, what it feels like watching Justice League.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? The Ezra Miller stuff, Joss Whedon trying to force feed Ezra Miller to us in that movie just tired me out. It's the Jack Black thing. I can't do it. I can't do too much of the one guy. Like I think just like the whole thing where he's like trying to save the one family, and
You're right.
Like,
the jokes.
It was like I've never seen a clearer. Like I don't know what to do with this character, so I'm gonna like write him out by having him be over here while the rest are doing the main thing. Like a Flash of all people, I was just like, I can't even go back to that movie, dude.
It's
like
really
I will
bad.
never rewatch that movie.
It's really bad.
Like I will rewatch the Snyder Cut multiple times before I pass on. I will never go back to the Justice League. That movie was so terrible, dude. Even down to the first frame with the Man of Steel or the Henry Cavill bad CGI mustache removal.
Uh-huh.
It's like immediately you're like, oh, this is going to be terrible.
So I remember watching it so long ago, right? And not when I was in a point where I ever really cared. So you don't really think about it. So it's been a while since I haven't ever fully analytically sat down and just watched it, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's so funny after seeing Snyder Cut, seeing some of the things that they do in it, where they bring Henry Cavill back in Snyder Cut because they realize all these things they need him.
Yeah.
In the Justice League, they do it where it's they're like, oh well, the box gives us powers, so I guess we could bring him back.
Yeah, it's
and
more
then he's just back. They don't show Steppenwolf at all.
Yes.
Like they don't do anything with him. There's no reason that he's so unbeatable.
Right.
And then they're like, oh yeah, I guess we could bring him back.
Yeah.
And it was like
just to have
the whole
reinforcements.
point you're missing is that you couldn't beat Steppenwolf.
Right.
So you need Henry Cavill.
Missed the whole
it's
point.
Just so
it's ridiculous.
So bad.
I don't know how Disney. I don't know how DC even greenlit any of that.
Do you know what I'm saying though? The movie as itself is what you're seeing is not horrible. It's just the fact of the way that they don't make everything make sense. It's just scenes you're just seeing. You know what I'm trying to say?
I absolutely
it's
see what you're saying, but I think because of that, it's horrible.
problem. Yeah, fair, totally fair.
You know
I mean,
what
as a whole, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's There's nothing like straight up egregious you're seeing. It's just the whole that's bad.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's also tricky to judge now that we have the far superior Big Brother in the
It
Snyder
makes it
Cut.
look so bad.
Right. We'll never just have it on its own. But yeah, I don't know, man.
What a way to end the episode, though.
Hey, as always, go see the Snyder Cut. What do we got? Do we have an Invincible themed as always we got, or something in the chamber?
I didn't. I had something that I wanted to say. I will, if anybody can get this, I will Venmo you $30 if you can tell me what this is from.
Whoa!
If you can tell me what this is from. It's from
just a movie quote.
It's from something.
Okay.
Like movie, TV show related. But as always, if 1 is good, 2 are better, and 3, well, now that's just good business.